I want your love. I want your anger. And I want your pain.
You're a sick bitch.
Whoa! Can't wait to see what that's all about. Husband, Wife, and Their Lover is a Lifetime movie about how something that seems so right can go oh so wrong. A threesome. Jordan and Veronica want to have a baby next year, but before they do, Jordan suggests to his wife that they should spice things up one last time by bringing another woman into the bedroom.
You mean me and another girl?
Well, yeah.
You dog. Veronica brings it up to her gym trainer of 3 years, Lexi.
But you don't think I should be worried?
About what?
About Jordan asking for a threesome.
Lexi reassures her by saying it's perfectly normal and could be fun. And then this happens.
What about you? Jordan doesn't know you, and you're sexy.
Would it be weird after? I mean, I don't want to lose you as a client.
I don't think so.
Thank you. Lexi shows up to the couple's house and the three get it on. I'm guessing. The movie basically shows nothing except some kissing and feet rubbing together. Veronica meets Lexi for a gym session, who is still turned on from the other night.
So you want to do it again?
What? Thank you, but no.
Why not?
Why are you acting like this?
Acting like what? Like I'm not just a little pawn that you can move around in your life however you see fit without even thinking for a second how it might affect me?
Remember when you said things wouldn't get weird if you had a threesome with your gym trainer? Is this what you meant? That night, Veronica discusses Lexi's behavior with her husband.
It's just so weird. For as long as I've been training with her, she's never acted like this.
That's because you never fucked, you idiot. Lexi stops by to apologize, and then asks to borrow $5,000, in which Veronica says no.
But we're friends. We're more than friends. And you have so much money. Why are you being so selfish?
Oof, you gotta find a new trainer. Veronica fires Lexi and tells her to leave. At work, where her dad is the head of a family-owned cereal brand, Veronica is promoted to being the face of the company.
You are the future of the brand. You're smart, modern, still family-friendly.
Something tells me that the threesome thing is gonna bite her straight in the ass. Back at the gym, Lexi shows up to train Veronica, but Veronica reminds her that she was fired.
I thought that was a misunderstanding. You promised me that this wouldn't happen. Are you gonna keep your promises?
I'm sorry if I misled you, but...
You're just gonna throw me away like garbage, huh? Like garbage?
Keep your voice down. I don't want to make a scene.
Well, it's too late for that, little Miss Perfect. This is a scene, and you are not the lead. I am.
I think now might be the time to invest in a home gym. But no need, because the gym manager tells her that Lexi filed a complaint saying she was being sexually harassed by Veronica and wouldn't return to work as a trainer until Veronica's membership was terminated. Okay, see ya. There's like a million gym trainers out there. And where the hell was the manager when Lexi was screaming at the top of her lungs like a psychopath?
It's too late for that, little Miss Perfect.
Veronica cleans out her gym locker and Lexi is already back in the gym and demands $50,000 or else she'll tell everyone about the threesome, thus damaging the reputation of her family-oriented cereal company. Veronica shoots a cereal commercial as the new face of the brand. Why is the boom operator like 50 feet away from her? Do they not want to pick up any of her dialogue?
Hi, I'm Veronica Ballard Glenn. And like my father and grandfather before me, I am honored to be in your home.
Squirrel, cut! During a meeting, Veronica receives a very incriminating video.
35. What does that tell us? Social media.
Where did that video even come from? Obviously it's during the threesome, but there's Veronica and there's Lexi. Jordan? So who's recording that? Is Lexi holding a phone selfie style? Veronica clearly would have seen her doing that at the time and been like, no videos. Veronica goes home and finds Lexi sitting on her front porch.
Hey, how was your day, honey?
Let's just go to the bank and get this over with.
Veronica withdraws $50,000 for Lexi.
I have to know. How did you do it?
My phone was recording our little love session from inside my purse.
Bullshit it was! Look at this video! The camera is moving as if it's being held in someone's hand. It's not inside a stationary purse. If this video was supposed to be the thing that forced Veronica into giving Lexi the money, then why couldn't the movie actually make it look like a hidden camera? Veronica follows Lexi home from the bank, waits for her to leave, and then breaks into her house hoping to dig up some dirt, and finds a yearbook from the same high school that she went to.
I found a Sacred Heart yearbook. At first I thought maybe we'd went to school together, but I didn't find her in it.
At the office, Veronica gives a very impressive presentation to a group of people.
So ultimately, it's our brand's natural progression. I mean, what comes after breakfast? Lunch.
Well done.
What was well done? Her saying lunch comes after breakfast? And who designed this packaging? Would anyone in a grocery store know what the hell this is supposed to be? Veronica and her dad join their guests out in the courtyard when she spots you-know-who seems to be able to get into just about anywhere. I mean, now she's showing up at Veronica's office building, which I would assume has pretty tight security seeing how it's a major food company.
What do you want?
100,000.
Jesus, is this really because she wouldn't have another threesome with you? Nobody saw that? At home, Veronica tells Jordan that she now needs $100,000 to keep Lexi quiet.
She has all the power. I think you should give her what she wants.
Okay, this guy has to be in on it. Either that or he's spineless. First he was cool with his wife giving Lexi 20 grand. Now he's cool with her giving her 100 grand? What he should be doing is encouraging his wife to keep Lexi happy by having another threesome. Veronica meets Lexi at a church and tells her that she doesn't have the $100,000 and to go ahead and release the video. She goes on her way while Lexi sticks around to pray. Veronica arrives home to find Jordan very upset. He tells her that when he got home from teaching, he found this ransom note in their dog's food bowl and that Lexi stole their dog. Wait, how did Lexi get to Veronica's house before Veronica to even steal the dog? Remember, Veronica left the church well before Lexi, who was praying. Unless Veronica didn't go straight home, but it's not like she's carrying any shopping bags or groceries to indicate that she ran errands first. Also, how did Lexi get into the house without breaking a window or some other forced entry? So either the husband is in on it, or the movie doesn't expect us to question any of these things. I mean, Veronica isn't questioning these things.
This can't be happening.
The next morning, Veronica gets a video call on her phone from Lexi.
150,000 in 24 hours in cash. If you don't pay up, you can say goodbye to your dog.
What are we gonna do?
Veronica says that she has no other choice but to confess everything about the threesome and being blackmailed to her father and ask him for the money, even if it means losing her job. Jordan tells her to get some rest first and wait until her dad is off work. The movie cuts to Lexi in her garage and surprise, surprise, the husband's in on it.
So, is it done?
Yes. I put 2 sleeping pills in her food. She'll be knocked out for quite a while.
Plenty of time to do what we need to do.
Veronica wakes up the next morning after Jordan knocked her out with some sleeping pills and receives a phone call.
As you can see, the men in your life are with me.
How did Lexi know the exact time Veronica would wake up from being drugged and be able to accept a phone call? Is there a camera on her? Whatever. On video, Veronica sees that Lexi has her dad and Jordan held hostage.
If you want them back, you'll send me $1 million worth of crypto by the end of the day tomorrow. I know you have access to corporate funds.
Okay, F them. What about the dog? Jordan is mad because kidnapping his father-in-law and asking for $1 million was never part of the plan. They were supposed to disappear together with the small amount they already extorted from Veronica. So Lexi decides to just kill him. Veronica and her friend discuss the situation and conclude that the high school yearbook she found in Lexi's house must be the answer to how they are connected.
But I've looked through that yearbook 100 times and she's not in there. Maybe she changed her name. But there's no one in there that even resembles her. Could she have had plastic surgery?
Veronica then goes, wait a minute, there was a girl that everyone made fun of.
That's her. Sarah Birch.
As Jordan dies from one stab wound that barely nicked his side, Lexi tells him that she remembers him dating Veronica back in high school. Yes, Jordan and Veronica have been together that long, and now suddenly he's turning on her for some reason. She then moves on to Veronica's dad and says that back when she was in school, her mom worked as the cafeteria lady, but also picked up shifts as the night janitor, just to afford her daughter's fancy education. And when her mom died, Lexi was kicked out because there was no one around to pay her tuition. Veronica's dad had the opportunity to let her stay by using funds from some scholarship that he started, but he said no. And that's basically what all of this is about. So she changed her name from Sarah Birch to Lexi, waited like 20 years, became Veronica's personal trainer, made Veronica's husband fall in love with her and betray Veronica, convinced him to convince Veronica to rope Lexi into a threesome, which would then initiate her revenge on Veronica and her dad, all because he wouldn't continue paying for her to go to Catholic school? What? Veronica goes over to Lexi's house, and the first thing she does is go into a storage shed to find a weapon, where she finds her dead husband. What? Why wouldn't she have gone over there already with a weapon? Was this really the only way the movie could come up with to have her discover her husband's dead body? Why couldn't they just keep him in the house where he died? She's about to go in there anyway. Veronica sneaks into the house where Lexi tells her that her and Jordan have been banging behind her back. The two women then get into it.
This is for stealing Jordan from me at Sacred Heart. And this is for your father kicking me out of school.
Lexi reaches for her knife, but it's not in her back pocket. And by knife, I mean retractable prop knife that you can buy on Amazon for $10. Lexi holds the fake knife to Veronica's dad's throat.
Lexi, wait. Do you remember our first kiss?
I do.
You're a terrible kisser.
Ouch! That was more hurtful than getting hit in the face with an axe. Veronica frees her dad, which doesn't even require untying a knot, and rescues her dog. The movie ends with Veronica talking with her dumb friend, and the movie revealing Lexi's yearbook photo. She looks exactly the same! How did Veronica not recognize her earlier?
I found a Sacred Heart yearbook. I didn't find her in it. But I've looked through that yearbook 100 times, and she's not in there. There's no one in there that even resembles her.
Also, why did Lexi wait so long to take revenge? And was she really that mad 20 years later that this guy opted not to pay for her schooling? Yeah, it's shitty, but I don't know if it's strong enough of a motive to start blackmailing, kidnapping, and murdering people. Not to mention, how did Lexi convince Jordan to leave his wife for her so easily? The only reason we ever get from the movie is...
You know I hate being poor, Mr. Veronica Ballard. The school teacher that lives off your family's money.
That's it? He's a little emasculated by his wife's family fortune? He knew she was rich ever since he started dating her in high school. Why is that just now bothering him 20 years later? The movie went so far out of its way to come up with this stupid-ass backstory, and none of it makes any sense. Why couldn't the movie just be about an unstable woman who forms a deadly obsession after a one-night stand with a married couple, like Fatal Attraction?
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about!